Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Welcome to Relay. Hello.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. I hope everyone's doing okay. Welcome
I'm
to...
doing okay. How are you, David?
I did something to my hip today, and it,
Your
like...
hip?
Yeah, my hip, and it, like, hurts to sit or stand or walk or move, and it just hurts, and,
Thank you, Richard Sky.
Thank you. I wasn't even doing the Macarena this, though. Funnily, you should say that, because Mac was playing video games with her, like, 10-year-old friends. They were all playing Fortnite, and I was like, Mac, you know, stop screaming at the top of your lungs. And she, like, took her camera and, like, pointed it at me and was like, it's my dad. And so I looked at them and started dancing. And I started doing the Macarena. And then she got really embarrassed and put the camera away.
That is an excellent dad
move.
moment.
That's a dad
That's
move.
amazing.
I'm a dad, all right?
I just
Congratulations.
burp. When I see children, I burp.
Oh,
It
man.
always goes over well.
You should see Max burps now. She, like, almost matches me. I have taught
Can
her
she
the
burp on
secret.
command?
Yeah, she can now.
So can I.
All right, so this is the
Welcome.
Relay Games show. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to the
I'm
Unnamed
eating
Games
curry
show.
right now. That's the game I'm playing.
This is
Yes,
the
yes,
show.
Miss Gabian, David managed to hurt himself again.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, jeez.
Hey, thank you very much.
Fabian, thank you,
Fabian.
sir. Parker
Thank you,
and
thank you.
Darge. Hi, Darge. Hi,
Hey,
Parker.
Darge.
Enjoy your David heads.
David Head.
Someday we'll have more emotes on the channel.
No.
No, we won't. You were supposed to, and then you were like, sorry, guys.
And then I left.
You left. But you're still sort of here, so.
Yep. I'll make some. I
Good.
am a better Photoshopper than I was because I had to learn for work.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Damn it, Shiver. Welcome to the Unnamed Games show. This is the show where we talk about video games that are not Star Citizen because Jake cannot talk about Star Citizen.
nope.
So
Well, I can, but I don't want to.
yeah.
Not today, here and now. I do it for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. And next week, it's going to be a lot more than that.
Is something happening next week?
Something is happening next week.
Well, join us. Actually, we don't have a show this Saturday. Join us never for an update on CitizenCon.
Yeah, don't join us this Saturday because we have no show this Saturday, but join us on October 9th because I'm going to be streaming the whole thing and probably lose my mind.
11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific.
Do it up.
Come watch it with me and just watch me lose my mind and be really
gonna be
excited about
good.
stuff. I'm
It's gonna
excited.
be good.
All right, that
You heard
said,
it here first, folks. CitizenCon gonna be good. That's your scoop. You're welcome.
That's a hell of a scoop.
Yep.
no, I can't ask that. Can't ask that.
Right on cue. He's always here. He's watching. He's waiting. Hashtag
There he is.
blame Jake. See?
Hashtag blame
it
Jake.
writes itself.
I was
writes
just gonna.
itself.
I was just gonna ask if it was gonna be, holiday live stream good or gooder.
David, let's move on.
Yeah.
Segment 0.
Welcome to Segmentum Zero.
Tyler, please don't wish this evil, dark energy upon us. You know our task in front of us.
If it does, then 100% blame Jake.
Please. All right. Okay. Okay. Bye.
All right.
So,
Bye, Xylo.
142. Here's what happens. Segment 0.
Segmentum Zero. What you playing?
I'm playing Tales of Arise still. It's
Is it-
long. I'm like 30 hours in.
All right,
Like-
and it's good.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. So you can totally beat this in like 35 hours, I would say. I have done everything except go super hard on fishing because ain't nobody got time for that. The fishing though, quite good. Gotta say, what's that, Shiver?
Jake,
Hideo Kojima.
Is there someone behind you?
Behind me? I don't see anybody.
No one there. You're seeing things, sure.
What's going on? Oh, you're talking about Hideo Kojima. In a Luigi hat.
Yes, this household of Jake's has a life-size cardboard cutout of Hideo Kojima.
Where did Dolvac even get that, Jake?
I don't know, man. He sent this over to me. My bro. This is actual size.
All right.
Wow.
This is how tall he is. I got like 5 inches on Kojima-san.
Not bad.
Right. Kojima-san? How you say Kojima in non-English? Kojima?
Is there a reason? Is there a reason?
Yes, there is a reason. So, Death Stranding Director's Cut came out on Friday.
Oh boy.
And I am being bullied into playing Death Stranding.
Is it bullied? I seem to remember there was a quid pro quo.
Okay, you're absolutely right, David. There is a quid pro quo. Let me explain. I have to play Death Stranding Director's Cut, start to finish, with
Under the watchful
Kojima.
gaze of Kojima himself. Yeah.
yes, because the TV is immediately to Kojima's right, with the couch right here. It's truly wonderful. It is my life, yes. And the however, I'm going to do this. In fact, I've started. I got to where I was pretty much when I stopped playing. This game is wacky, dude. it's nuts.
Yes.
I only sort of know what's going on. However, in exchange, this kind gentleman who is forcing this upon me is going to study up on Kingdom Hearts lore all the way through by watching every cutscene movie of Kingdom Hearts on YouTube, culminating in playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Is he also going to watch our 3-hour Kingdom Hearts summary extravaganza?
No, because the amount of content I've subjected him to is like 50 hours of video.
Fair.
Which, by the way, we are more than halfway done. we're in the middle of Birth by Sleep right now, so like we got past the gargantuan mountain that is Kingdom Hearts 2, which is the longest game in the series, and like I kid you not, the main story is 60 hours long. The side content quickly doubles that. I have put probably like 300 hours into Kingdom Hearts 2 with how many times I've played it. And I'm actually at some point soon I'm gonna do it again. One of the things I want to do very badly, and and I've said this on stream, I'm saying it here again, I might live stream every Kingdom Hearts game.
You should.
So that
would be good.
That way it's
there.
preserved, you know?
Yeah.
I can talk like we're gonna have like an oral history of Kingdom Hearts. We're gonna live Kingdom Hearts.
Should have guests on.
Yeah, we should. That'd be good.
Who would?
I'm gonna do it.
Good.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, so that's one of the games I've been playing. Tales of Arise. I'm probably I'm like 30 hours in. I'm gonna take a stab. I probably have like 7-8 hours left.
All right.
I'm not gonna. I realized I wanted to do all of the side quests. I realized very quickly when I got to the point I am in that I'm not going to do all of the side quests. Like they don't add much to the story. It's really just like, do you need more experience? Do you want a cool weapon? Do you want some more recipes?
Right.
Things like that. There are very cool optional boss fights, but much like most Tales games, the boss fights, all the cool boss fights are in the main story anyway. So
right.
Just yeah, it's fine. It's very good. I have found whole new mechanics that have not existed in any Tales game as of yet. It is gorgeous. It is a huge allegory about like races, like systemic racism.
Okay.
And how like the moral of the story is it is okay to be angry or to be grieving. It is not okay to hate because of it.
Okay.
And it's very, very well done in how they do it. It's a little on the nose, but it is a JRPG, and they're all at least a little on the nose.
It's a requirement for the genre. Yes.
Yes. The voice acting is great. The writing is really clever and funny, and the characters are really well done. They all have I would say the only character I don't like is Law, because he had an interesting backstory, and then I feel like they wasted it. But all the other characters are awesome. Also, my dog really wants to be on the show, as you can.
I can hear, yes.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, so Tales of Arise, highly recommend. If you want a JRPG that is not 100 hours long, highly recommend this game. It's very, very good. It's also utterly beautiful. It's on last gen, current gen, and PC. So whatever you want to play it on.
Not Switch.
And not Switch. I feel like they could port it to the Switch. I feel like they could do it.
They probably had to make a couple more graphical sacrifices than they were willing to at launch.
And also, porting to a console is expensive.
Yeah.
Like the licensing fees alone are super expensive. It's a lower budget game in general. So
Once they've recouped their costs, they'll probably port it over to the Switch.
although they have given it way more of a budget than they had before. So that's cool. Tales of Berseria apparently did super well for them because
Good.
it was also the first one they launched on multiple platforms on day one. So that probably had something to do with it.
Yep.
And last, I have been playing Kena Bridge of Spirits by Ember Lab. This game is phenomenal. I've only cried like 3 times in 6
Really?
hours. So,
All right.
okay. So, did both of you play Spirit Fair?
Yes. The demo.
Did you play Spirit Fair?
Yep.
Eric? Okay. Have you played or at least consumed enough of Ori and the Blind Forest?
Not
I
much.
know enough about it. I need to play more of it though.
Combine those two, and you have Kena Bridge of Spirits. But
I really want to play this
but
game.
also, it's Ori if Ori was a character action game and not a platformer. Like we're talking like ridges on cliffs that you're climbing. We're talking
the standard.
puzzles built into the environments, like all kinds of stuff like that. It is utterly beautiful. For the love of God, if you play this game, play it on PC because it is maybe the best optimized video game I've ever seen.
Really?
I'm running it at 4K 100 FPS.
Nice.
Everything cranked, and it is the most. It is
Wow.
gorgeous.
That's really impressive.
Pretty good.
It is the one thing I would say about it, and it's what takes it from like a 10 to like a 8.75 is it's very old school when it comes to its like mechanics. It feels like a PlayStation 2 game.
All right.
For me, that's a good thing. It might not be for everybody. And also, it is supremely difficult. Oh my
That's
god.
not a bad thing either.
And and here's the thing is like it's super simple. All of the combat like in the world that you encounter is very very simple. Just dudes appear, you whack them with stick. But
I like that
the-
description. Dude, appear, whack
it's
with stick.
simple. You hit R1 to hit with stick. The boss fights though are incredibly mechanically complex, and especially the ones at the end. I've only done one so far, but the standout boss for me is the one that is at the end of the first area. Like, I'm pretty sure there are 3 areas in this game. And to give you an idea, the first area has consumed 6 hours. So
Okay.
it's
Not bad.
plus the intro. So I would say this is about a 15 to
20.
17-hour game.
Okay.
I would say. But yeah, the boss fight, like you have to use projectiles to stun them because that's the only way you can get in close. And there's like 3 different movesets. It's like the finest Dark Souls boss.
Okay.
And it utterly impressed me. It took me 30 minutes to beat that boss. And probably like
Wow.
a dozen tries. It was hard.
That's cool.
Also,
that was me and a certain boss in The Last of Us 2.
yes.
Anyway.
Exactly. Starcraft, exactly. It's like just pure vintage Dark Souls, triple distilled Dark Souls. But yeah, man, it's so good.
25-year Dark Souls.
There's not, yeah. Like, there's very little in the way of you get upgrades, but they're not like they're very subtle upgrades, and then there's the big upgrades. Like it's basically like getting an item in Zelda.
Okay.
If you can think of it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, highly recommend this game. It is an absolute must play. It's top 3 this year for me, easily. I'm having a great time. It is just so hard. So I took a break from it after I beat that boss. And I'm gonna finish Tales of Arise also.
Got a lot on your plate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I have so much. I need to play Deathloop. I need to. New World just came out. Like,
Yep.
I'm in the middle of leveling my character in Final Fantasy 14. Like, we're in the zone right now.
It is a very
Con is
good time.
happening.
It's a very good time to like video games.
Yes, extremely good time.
No shit.
And a couple. So the best part about Kana is that it's $40.
Yeah.
And this is like
excellent.
This was made by like 15 people. This is
That
like
is
a
amazing.
AAA video game.
Like, it's gorgeous. Like, that's not easy to do with 15 people.
No, okay, so these people are animators. Like,
Wow.
like a bunch of animators got together and they're like, we should make a video game. And yeah. So, yeah, highly recommend this game. It is
All right.
truly
Kana.
spectacular. On PC, on the Epic Game Store, and PlayStation. Not on Xbox.
Yeah.
But play it on PC. Do yourself a favor. If you've got the hardware, play it on PC.
What are the recommended specs for that game? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh, I found it. Recommended specs: 16 gigs of RAM, Vega 56 or GTX 1070.
Oh yeah, dude. To play 1080p?
Processor R5 2600X or i7 6700K. That's not bad.
But yeah, on my
Cool.
3950X and my 3090, I can crank 100 frames at 4K.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
Crazy. Who would have
There's,
thunk?
like, no,
I
there's,
wonder
like,
why.
no hitching. There's no any of the problems you would expect at that level of resolution and hertz.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly well done. Please make more games.
I was gonna say, I really hope that studio makes more games because this game is just. I haven't even played it yet. I plan to, but it's just gorgeous.
I utterly
Like,
fell in love
my
with it
God.
the moment I saw the first trailer, and I was like, "That's
sure.
the game I'm going to absolutely love." And sure enough, it is. I forgot to mention the best part. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Let's talk about the lads.
The
that
lads?
follow you around in this game.
Oh, the lads! Yes, your minions.
Tiny little furry black lads
Okay.
with giant eyes. They are Pikmin, essentially. That is what they do. They assist you in combat. They find you health. They can open things for you. All sorts of stuff. That's how you interact with the world, for the most part. And the best part is the only thing that you find in the world, aside from health upgrades and experience points, is points to buy when I say buy, I mean there's no way to pay real money in this game, but you get a currency in game specifically for buying hats for your lads.
It's pretty good.
And you find different hats as you
Amazing.
play.
Amazing.
Okay, so some of my lads have mushrooms on their heads right now. Some of them have birds' nests, and some of them have cooking pots
All
on
right,
their heads.
that's good.
I have about 30 of them, and that's how you level up in the game. You find them. You find them in the world, and you get more, and you
Awesome.
have like Pikmin. When you have more of them, you can do more things.
Yeah.
It's very good. These people played some Pikmin, and you can tell. They're called the Rot, which I find very curious, and it is. Yep,
Yeah,
the Rot.
there's something going on there.
Something going on there
Yeah.
that the game has not told me about, but man,
All right.
what a great game. This game is good.
All right, Eric, your turn. What you playing? And also, people in chat, what are you playing? Because I believe I asked last week and was like, you got to tell us what you're playing. So tell us what you're playing. Eric, what you playing?
I'm continuing my ever continuing, I believe, at this point, conquest of Britain in the Age of the Vikings. I'm now 100 hours into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I am
Wow.
not done, or even close
Wow.
to done, or even seeing done from here. It's not
So-
even there.
That's another game I still haven't played. Is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have
And
it.
you should play it.
I'm putting the Xbox in here instead of my room because I have a different disc player for my room now. I just in my room I literally just needed a way in case the internet ever goes out to be able to put a movie on to go to sleep to. Like that is a requirement. It must be there because I usually watch Star Trek when I go to sleep.
Good
Every
call.
day I watch Star Trek when I go to bed. We're right at the end of Deep Space Nine, season 6. It's getting spicy.
Amazing, amazing,
It's getting spicy
Amazing.
right now.
amazing. Best Star Trek there is.
Although it is the same season that has the Dax and Worf go to Ryza and the weirdos turn on the weather.
The eco terrorists.
Yeah. Anyway. So now it'll be in here where I do the majority of my gaming. And
Awesome.
yeah. So I'm gonna play it. Real quick, before you talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I have one sentence. I am playing Pokemon Unite on my phone.
As am
And
I.
it is fantastic.
It's great.
That is all. It's
It's
Pokemon
great.
MOBA
Yep.
on your phone.
So,
Blissey for the win.
I continue to be very impressed with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Game is just excellent. They have, I honestly, an unimaginable number of person hours have went into that game. I have no idea how they managed to put that much content in it, but it's really, really good. But I've talked about it before, so I'm going to move on a little bit here. Diablo 2 Resurrected is out, and I have played about an act and a half at this point. I also played the first 2 acts in the beta, and it's really good. I know that there's some people have had server problems. I haven't run into the server problems at all, but I mean, as we talked about when I played the open beta, it is as good as I think they possibly could have done at remastering Diablo 2. It is fantastic. They
If you
didn't
had
change
played,
the gameplay.
if you had played Diablo 2 decades ago and picked this up, those rose tinted glasses in your mind of like, oh, this is what I remember Diablo, like if you go back and play the original Diablo 2 now, it's like, oh, it doesn't. That's what it looks like, right?
That's
This
the
is
sign of a good remaster.
it is it is what I picture D2 as
Yep.
in
Yep.
my head from my childhood.
There's
And like,
two...
go
Go
ahead.
for it. I was
Okay.
just gonna say there's two games that did this for me specifically. That is the Mass Effect remaster trilogy
Okay.
and the Wind Waker remaster on the Wii U.
I have one more to add to your list.
What?
The remaster that they did of Halo Combat Evolved a few years ago.
Oh my God, yes.
They did a beautiful job.
They did the same for
the-
Halo
the-
2.
See, and this is where the D2 remaster gets me above all of those other ones, because those were all like a couple of years apart. This
This
is
is a long time.
20 years.
Yeah.
It is. I honestly think that this is
David.
the. Yes.
David,
Yeah.
Wind Waker came out 18 years ago.
When did D2 come out?
It was the GameCube, dude.
2000.
D2 was either 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wind Waker was 2003, I believe.
But when.
Wow.
Yeah, there was like 15 years between Wind Waker and the Wind Waker remaster. There's 20 years
Oh,
between D2
yeah.
and like there's an extra five
21 years.
five-ish years there.
Because, I'm gonna be real with you. Blizzard could have made this anytime they wanted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for
I'm gonna
sure.
be real with you.
Mhm.
But this is Blizzard we're talking about.
Yeah. They saw a year in their schedule that didn't have anything, and were like, okay, fine, we will remaster D2 here.
Yep.
Also,
100%.
the people who did the Diablo 2 remaster need to walk over to the people who did Warcraft 3 Reforged and literally bitch slap them in the face.
It wasn't them.
Well, I don't
Wasn't
care
them.
who it was.
It was
They
the
fucked it up.
executives who decided to put it out
Yeah.
when it needed.
Oh yeah, no, it was.
when it needed
I don't
2
know.
more years
Have
of
they
work.
have they fixed that catastrophe at
No.
all, or is
I
it
think
still
they
a
just
fucking-
I think they just gave up.
It's been completely abandoned.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
D2 sounds like it's not going to be abandoned, though. It sounds like they actually have plans to continue adding more stuff beyond the original
I
as well.
sure hope so.
I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right. Like, I'm playing the game. I'm like, man, this just kind of seems like it did when I played it before. And then I hit the G button on my keyboard to switch between the current version and the old version, because you can just hit G on your keyboard and it switches. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah. The most
Never mind.
entertaining thing about that, though, is you hit it while you're doing stuff, and it's like, okay, so one, D2 original is running underneath this at all times.
Yep.
And two, it is frame for frame the exact same game.
like to the point where they didn't even redo the animations.
Yep.
The animations are the same. They're laid over new character models.
Well, they had to redo
Oh.
all of the animation, like everything, but it's kept to it's frame exact. It's amazing.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yep.
Now, I want to talk about Baldur's Gate 3 for a minute. Mostly just to tell people that two things. First of all, if you have been waiting to play Baldur's Gate 3, I would recommend you continue to wait.
Yes.
The early access is still very early.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. I'm just saying that, if you were waiting because you didn't want to play it when it was not in great shape, technically, it's still not in great shape technically. It's the Vulkan implementation is super rough. My computer did not like it at all on Vulkan. On DX11 it ran much better. And what are you laughing about? I'm
Laughing
very
at
curious.
Stargraph.
Oh, I see. I am not looking at chat.
Continue, sorry.
And however, those concerns aside, I am now 100% convinced that Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be a spectacular game. That will probably, this is my big bold prediction, will probably raise the stock of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Yep.
Dungeons and Dragons already has an enormous following, and I think that Baldur's Gate 3 will increase that. It is shaping up to be an amazing game.
It is how I plan to get my wife fully into tabletop RPGs.
And so even though it is not running particularly well and it's a little crashy right now, I think the final game, as long as they do what they've always done, Larian has done this before. They did it with Divinity Original Sin 2, and they developed it in early access and then eventually released it later on. And they did an amazing job of that game and supported it for a long time, and they're still supporting it, I believe.
Yep.
If they just continue that and do the same thing with Baldur's Gate 3, which is absolutely going to happen, it's probably going to be like Game of the Year material when it comes out, I think.
Yep.
And that is all I have to say about that. David, what have you been playing?
All right.
Before
yeah.
you
Go
tell
ahead.
us what you've been playing, I don't know if I've said this on the show, but this is a thing that happens in my brain sometimes. Have I ever told you guys that constantly in my brain, in like my innermost subconscious, the Delfino Plaza theme is playing? Always.
Delfino Plaza
100%
theme?
of the time.
Okay,
Really?
now I have to look this up.
Yes. I don't know why. It's just in there. And
Okay.
it will surface. And the reason why I'm bringing it up now, because it happened while we were talking about Diablo. Because we were talking about remasters. And I was thinking about Wind Waker. I was like, oh, Wind Waker, what a great soundtrack. I'm going to think about the Outset Island theme right now. And for some reason, my brain just goes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Every time. It's just in there, man. and then
Oh, man.
it's in, like, I will think about it the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will forget about it for a week, 2 weeks, months, and then it'll come back. It's in my brain. It's stuck there. There's nothing anyone can do to
For
get it
me, and I don't know why this is, but for me, it's the Party Song by Blink-182.
out. That's an interesting choice.
It's not my choice. It's just
like-
there.
Of the Blink song,
I know.
a party song?
The Party Song. Yeah. I don't know why.
For me, it's online songs. Online songs always in my brain.
It's good. Anyway,
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket just had its 20th anniversary. We are old men.
best Blink album, period.
It is the best Blink album by far.
Yep.
Not even a question. Fight me, you Enema of the State lovers.
Enema was
I will
good.
win.
Toy Patch is
I
masterpiece.
will win.
Yep.
You've got Anthem. We've got Anthem,
Anthem
Part 2.
Ah, Anthem Part 2. Okay.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Yeah.
Is
So
the name of the album.
I've been playing a bunch. I don't know where to start. Diablo 2 Remaster. Been playing a bunch with some of the friends that I, played Diablo 2 with 20 years ago. I've got one
That's funny,
character.
I'm playing with the same friend I played with 20 years ago, too.
Yep. One character at Act 4, 3 at Act 3, 2 at Act 2. Been playing a lot. definitely had some server issues at launch. We had 2 nights where we couldn't even play because of server problems. We started having a really weird issue that last night while we were playing, we started getting crashed desktops. But like,
I had 2 of those. Yeah.
but like randomly, right? But when someone would crash the desktop, there's a chat box that's like, this person left the world. And anytime one of us got a crash to desktop, the message that said, it's my username would be Eris6616 or something, right? It wouldn't say that. It was giving us completely random usernames. Like, PartyWolf4002 has left the game. And it's like, that is none of us. That is not even close to any of our usernames.
I've encountered
weird.
that bug in a different game, and I can't place the game. But
Really?
I have absolutely seen that bug before.
Really
in a
weird.
video game.
Anyway, like, it's having some issues, but it's also phenomenal.
That's not a good bug to have.
No.
That's some privacy implications going on there.
Yes, it's not a great one, and I'm hoping...
No, that's a
yeah.
bad one.
Other than that, though, the game is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. I have also been playing a bit of Demon's Souls on the PS5 because that game is just...
So good.
Everyone says Dark Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls, and I'm sorry, but Demon's Souls started it all.
It did. Although my favorite Souls game is Bloodborne, and will always be Bloodborne until they somehow top a perfect video game.
I think Demon's Souls was pretty close, but the remaster is excellent. Because it was free on the PSN,
Demon's Souls went full Lovecraft like Bloodborne does, then we can talk. But not until then.
I prefer Swords and Magic to Lovecraft, but
I just now saw Sargress message. That one's pretty insidious also.
it's a good one.
Wii Shop also good. The Meme Maker also good. The Wii just had good music. It really did.
The Wii was a really good system. Anyway,
It was.
I've also been playing Persona 5 because it was the game of the month on PSN.
Are you playing Royal?
Yeah,
Is it Royal?
I think it's Royal.
I hope it's Royal.
I don't know. I'd have to double check.
It's so much better. Like,
Is it?
If it's not Royal, you should stop and
Really?
play Royal. Yes. They made everything is better.
No, it's just 5. Persona 5.
Yeah, you need to play Royal.
Okay. I
It's
mean,
the same game. So
it was
I'm
free.
sorry.
it's free.
Yes.
I got it because
But
it was
also-
free.
You should play. Well, now you have a taste, so now you know if you like it or not.
I like it. It's a good JRPG. I feel like it doesn't give you quite enough time on your own to do stuff. Like it's very
No,
restrictive.
That is intentional. That is the case with every Persona game.
I know.
You cannot min-max your character.
No, it's not about min-maxing. It's like I can't even find time to go talk to a person because it's just...
Yeah. No, you have to choose. That's
I
the
know.
whole point.
Oh, I know. It's a little more restrictive than I would like, but
Yeah.
it's
that's just Persona.
it's a great game. Great game. Really like it.
It's got style, man.
It does,
that
and the
game is
music is really good too.
Oh, it's gushing style.
Yeah.
Just every single facet of that game was like they had a vision
Yeah.
when they went into this thing, and they executed on it, man. It's so good.
Yeah, the music
You
is
have
excellent.
Upright bass in your JRPG. I am in.
Yeah. No, it's a really, really good one. I really enjoy it. It's also huge. Like,
That also
huge.
just it reminded me of Cowboy Bebop,
Yep.
which is also a Japanese product that has upright bass in its theme song.
And it's coming to live action remake.
trailer was really good.
Did you see the redone intro?
Yes,
It looked good.
It looks
It looks so camp, and I don't care.
that's the only way to do it.
Yeah,
That's the only way to do it. You
You
have
got-
to lean into the silliness of it.
yeah, you have to. I really hope it's good. I'm excited for it. Cass has
That's
said
what
that
you
she
should do.
Cassie said she might actually try and watch it again because I tried to get her to watch it, years ago. But
Eric. Eric,
Cowboy
you know how
Bebop.
we were
Yep.
just talking about how you need something to watch now that you've finished Avatar: Last Airbender?
Cowboy
Yeah.
Bebop.
Have you seen Cowboy Bebop?
No.
You should. It is what Firefly is based on.
Yeah, I've heard that before, but I've never watched it.
Well,
It's
now you can.
wonderful. You can.
Cowboy
Well,
Bebop.
You can watch the live action one, but you should watch the original also.
Yeah.
It's literally the same. It's space cowboys and vignette episodes. Like it is 100% Firefly.
And
Firefly
it's a
is
distinct
brilliant.
story. It doesn't carry on too long,
Nope.
but it ends
Perfect.
great.
Have they announced cast for it yet?
Yeah.
Yes,
You guys,
they have.
you guys realize that they're making a live action version of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we were just
We were
talking about.
Talking about that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Um,
I've got
other
2
than
more
that,
games
I
to talk
didn't
about.
Expect it to be good, but it is good, and I'm tentatively excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it has John Cho in it. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, John Cho is playing Spike.
It has potential. We'll see what happens when it comes out, but it has potential, which is great.
Post a trailer in there. I can't post links still.
I can just permit you.
I need to find the trailer.
I got
Oh,
2 more
boy.
games I want to talk about quickly.
Yes, go.
So, one, I've been New World launched yesterday. Today? No, today. Today. New World launched today.
Yes.
Oh boy, are they having some server issues.
Okay, you have to be clear here. As with every single MMO
Yep.
that has literally ever released
Yes.
in the history of the world.
Yeah, but
Except for you,
Yes.
Legion. You were the best one.
but when you say
Rest in
that,
peace.
when you say every single MMO has had this problem, you gotta wonder, look, guys, every single MMO has had this problem. Could you not prepare a little bit better? It's not like this problem caught someone unawares on day one. This problem has existed through every single MMO launch. It's like, hey guys, what do we need when we launch an MMO? We should probably have some servers. No, I think we should have people streaming it. Oh, okay, we'll forget about servers then. Oh, look, we launched. Guys, we don't have enough servers. Really? We need more servers? I don't know how to do that. We should probably figure out how to add some more servers. That's going to take us 12 hours.
The queue today hit 10,000 people long.
No. It got longer than that, Jake.
Well, I heard
That was-
like over 500,000.
No. That's me being facetious.
That's current players. I'm talking the queue.
Oh.
So
Oh,
To get in.
they hit 500,000. Actually, they hit 650. This is news, but we're doing it now. They hit 650,000 concurrent players on Steam. My joke was that they hit 650,000 concurrent people in the queue because no one can get in and play. I'm funny, but
So funny.
one server world that I saw at one point had 25,000 people in the queue. Another server had 14,000 people in the queue. The average queue, every single world in NA East, when I checked earlier today, had at least 1,200 people in the queue. They just like 2 hours ago added 28 more servers. And yeah, they will be.
I'm gonna give them credit. It took multiple days for World of Warcraft to pull that off. When the time happened.
Honestly,
They also
I'm
have AWS though.
I'm honestly slightly impressed that they did at least get the servers like today, but they need to increase server cap and they need to add more servers.
Yep.
But I really like the game.
I'm gonna play it after Citizen Con's over.
Yeah, no
Fair.
shit.
It's I
Even
feel
then,
like it's really
I have IE after that, so
I feel like it's a really like chill MMO. Like I just want to yeah, it's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
There's no monthly subscription.
$40.
Cass has actually been playing it the entire time we've been on this podcast, and she's just like grinding. But it's a I don't know, it's a chiller grind. It's pretty game. It's fun. The combat's great. There's no class system. Everything's unlocked. You can just do whatever you want. I think it's got a lot of potential. I don't know how the end game is going to be. The way to tell if an MMO is going to succeed is if they have enough end game content. But that I don't know about. We'll see. But it's fun. I really like it. I'm
Endgame
excited to play more.
It's raids on other
Yeah.
syndicates. What are they called?
Factions.
Companies, factions.
Yeah.
Those things.
Anyway, the last thing that I have been playing, because last time we did this podcast, it was having a whole bunch of issues. They've fixed some of those issues on PC, so I've played a fair bit more of Deathloop. And I think that game is phenomenal. Deathloop it's Groundhog Day, but as a FPS. Roguelike. It's a roguelike FPS Groundhog Day with like 70s super spy aesthetic vibes, music. It's great. It's arcane, so the gameplay is super tight. It's fun. You go through a loop, you grab a bunch of loot, you infuse it so you don't lose it, then you die and you start all over, and the entire time through you're trying to put together sort of a timeline of where the enemies you're trying to kill are at each point in each day. And there's a bunch of different maps, and each map is completely different in like morning, noon, afternoon, and evening, so everything changes up, and you just keep replaying the maps over and over and over to learn more about the world and what's going on and where people are and how you can get out of the loop. And it's really good. It's really engaging. I really, really like it. The one thing that I have to recommend, I actually saw this recommendation from Jason Schreier, and I wholeheartedly agree with his recommendation, is if you're playing it, turn off objective like waypoints, because like you can go into a mission and just open your journal and say I want this like objective, and it'll just tell you where it is, which it means you don't have to pay attention to the game. And the game is so quirky and so well written and so interesting that you should pay attention to it, and you should find out all about these characters, because they're nuts. Every single character in this game is completely nuts. There's one guy that wanted to run better, like, D&D game, better LARP games. He wanted to run better LARPing games. So, and he built a robot to do it, but the robot couldn't speak well, so he cut out half of his own brain to put half of his brain in his robot so that his robot could speak better and run better games.
Genius.
It's just so interesting.
He's a smart cookie.
Yes, Shiver, you absolutely do. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of people are saying Deathloop is high contender for Game of the Year, and I absolutely agree. It's really, really well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should move on. We're an hour.
Yes. To be fair, Jake,
Eric, you're muted, sir.
You're muted, Eric.
Or your mic died.
All right.
Yeah.
My bad. I decided one more thing before we move on.
Yeah.
I just had a brainwave and I remembered that I played through all of 12 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another one on the list of things I need to play.
So, do you mind if I give my short review?
Sure.
It won't take me 12 minutes.
Quick. Quick, like a shot.
The game that I think you should play it, but it's not as good as it should have been, and that's unfortunate. This is a game that has a cast of James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe as the main characters, and it's okay. It had a really cool premise that it's really hard to actually make any progress in the game without looking up how to do it, if you know what I mean. You could probably waste days and days and days and days trying to figure out what to do. So that's really difficult, and it's not obvious at all what you need to do. And I didn't like the ending. So, but I think the idea for the game is really good, and the casting was really good, and there are some good moments. It's just, it wasn't enough,
Yeah.
wasn't enough.
Got it.
So it's on Game Pass. I would play it because it's on Game Pass. It's worth, messing around with it for a bit, but I probably wouldn't have bought it. Also, this is the genius of Game Pass. I got to play it and experience it and see the interesting parts without actually having to commit money to that game specifically. So I want to talk about that. I'm usually very rosy about most games, but that one is just kind of, I finished it and I'm like, well, and to move on to another game.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to move us on
to the segment of twos.
The accurately named segment 2, one game you want. Quickly, I really want RE4 VR on a platform that isn't the Oculus 2. I want to play Resident Evil 4 in VR, and I won't be able to because of closed walls in the VR system that suck. Jake, what do you want?
Time. I have so many games I want to play. I don't have enough time.
Eric, what do you want?
Hear that. Some of you may have remembered that there is a city builder that was being made called Timberborn, which is an entirely beaver-based city builder.
Is a beaver-based city building.
Beaver-based city builder.
I want it.
This game released
Waiting for
on
Shivers
September
pun.
5th. This game released on September 15th into early access. Before that, it was there were some demos that came out through like Steam Next Fest and stuff. This is a beaver-based city builder that has currently got a 95% on Steam. On 2,600 reviews. I want to play it. It looks good and entertaining. So that's me, Timberborn.
Fair enough. Okay. It's time for the Thorth segment. Hey, look, guys, news.
We already talked about those two things.
So Nintendo announced a bunch of stuff this week in a Nintendo Direct. The highlights.
They did not announce Splatoon 3. It was known.
No, but they announced that Splatoon 3 will have a single-player mode, which wasn't known.
Much like the previous game.
Fair enough. Bayonetta 3 is happening.
Was also announced.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just the title card. This is the first time we've seen it since they were like, hey, we're making Bayonetta 3. Hooray! And
they showed off some...
Silent for 4 years.
They actually showed off some Bayonetta 3.
It looks really good, and I have theories. I have so many theories. There's so much going on in that trailer that it's like, oh my god. I am so excited for that game. I'm so excited.
Huge news, the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Genesis are going to start having games come to the Nintendo Online thing.
See, I don't care. They don't have Vector Man.
Yet. You got to remember that they slowly add more. So they're starting off with a couple of decent games. They're starting off with Ocarina of Time on there.
I need Vector Man.
Ocarina of Time.
Vector Man. Vector Man's a better game than Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time is the best video game ever made.
No, it's not. Super Mario World is the best game ever made.
Not according to reviews.
According to empirical study.
We should continue on and not argue about which game is the best game over the last 40 years.
It's Super Mario World. There's no argument. That's it.
No,
So,
it's The Legend of Zelda.
Razor-
According to, like,
I don't care about reviews. People can feel all they want to feel. I'm talking about stands the test of time. Ocarina of Time did not age well. Super
Ocarina
Mario
of Time.
World, you can pick that up and play it like it is a brand new video game.
Ocarina of Time, you cannot. I tried. The controls are painful. You know what, Shiver, you're right. Hot Fuzz is actually the best video game ever made.
It's not a video game. Anyway.
And the last thing that I really...
There should be a
Remastered.
Hot Fuzz video game.
The ActRaiser remaster.
I
ActRaiser...
can't believe this has happened.
I know.
can't believe this has happened. Who is the executive that's like, yo, we're remastering ActRaiser?
Look, ActRaiser was a classic, and it is a classic
is
that
a
was
classic.
unappreciated and not experienced by nearly enough people. They didn't make a big enough deal out of this.
Dude, we just got Earthbound in the United States like 3 years ago.
Here's the
And now
lowdown on
we're gonna
ActRaiser.
get ActRaiser remastered?
Here's the lowdown on
Sure, how either
ActRaiser.
of you even know about this game? You were like 0 or
Dude,
-5
I've
when
played
it came out.
all of the video games.
I
You do not
had
understand?
I had an ActRaiser cartridge for my SNES, Eric.
My
Awesome.
friend had almost every NES game ever made.
Oh,
Not NES.
Here's
NES? Super Nintendo.
SNES. Here's the quick lowdown on ActRaiser. It is a side-scrolling Castlevania-like, with
Yes.
like hack and slash and demons and monsters, that then
Yes.
turns into a city builder, that then turns into a tower defense game in that city.
100%. There's 3 genres in a single game. This game is wild. It's wild.
hearing it.
Amazing game. Absolutely
31
amazing.
years later.
Yes.
Nobody has
ActRaiser
done it
remastered.
since.
Oh my god.
ActRaiser. Trailblazing the ActRaisin. Let's
I
do
haven't
it.
picked it up yet because it's a little more than I can afford to pay right now. It's pricey. It's like $35 Canadian. It's probably 20
God.
US, 25 US.
Oh,
but
so expensive. Jeez.
I got no money right now. But
Dude, you just spent $9,000 on a fridge.
yeah, so do you think I have any money?
It's true.
Fair enough.
I'm also about to buy a fridge.
Hey Jake, I've got recommendations.
I don't want to buy a
Sure.
$9,000 fridge.
It's not a $9,000 fridge. It's like a
I was
$4,000 fridge.
Oh, so it's like $15. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, ActRaiser Remastered is out.
Yeah.
It's out
yeah.
on PC and Switch, I might add, and mobile phones. It's on mobile.
Yes, that was the one that threw me for a loop.
Yeah,
Like, also it's on the phones.
yeah.
Who is porting ActRaiser to cell phones?
I have no idea, but
Square.
Awesome.
They are porting friggin' everything to mobile
I
phones.
guessed, man.
Look,
Where's my
look.
Star Tropic port?
You can't see it, but it's actually cheaper on the phone. It's only $27.99 on phones. It's
Where's-
$35 on Switch.
Where's my Star Tropics remasters? Give me Star Tropics 1 and 2 remastered, please.
All right,
No,
who's?
full remake. Give it the Final Fantasy VII treatment.
Oh yeah.
Make
Also
a
for
whole new game.
ActRaiser, it says it's a remaster. It's really a remake. It's completely new graphics. They've
Oh,
added
yeah.
content. It's a remake of the game.
Who would do this?
I don't know, but I want to shake their hand once COVID
Yeah,
is
me
over and you're
too.
allowed to do that.
That's great. This is great.
All right, Eric, this is probably yours. Go. News.
No, I didn't put it in there.
Oh, this is probably a Shiver thing.
I'm gonna say it was Shiver. Shiver.
This is Shiver.
Direct storage. Technically
the
available
two
right
after
now.
that are definitely Shiver.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, direct storage is mostly only going to be on Windows 11 and DX12, which is not at all surprising to me in any way. There will be a watered down version of it on later versions of Windows 10.
Yep.
And I need a new computer.
I enabled
Although,
that
I think they-
thing that Windows 11 needs. I'm ready. You might need to like enable stuff.
My
It's weird.
my CPU can't do it.
That's too bad.
So Shiver needs to, excuse himself from Japan for a little while to send me a CPU.
Yep. Yep.
All right. No, you can't just skip. Mario's mustache is sentient and has been having an affair with Tails. Also, Toad from the popular Mario franchise is a fun guy. Thank you, Shiver.
Thanks, Shiver.
Yep. Suicide Squad.
Was this also Shiver? I'm assuming it
No.
was.
Suicide Squad killed Justice League, which is the new Rocksteady game.
Oh yeah.
This might be Shivers actually, but this is real news. It will have
Not
new
the fake
content
news.
at the DC event thing that they do every year on the 16th.
Cool.
I have to say, I watched the James Gunn Suicide Squad.
Oh, that movie's
Excellent.
just perfection.
Excellent.
Beginning to end. That movie's so good.
Like, oh man, look, DC. That is exactly
The
what
only
DC.
good modern DC movie that isn't made by Christopher Nolan.
That is exactly what DC needs to do.
Yes.
Go all in on the humor. Make it darker than Marvel ever will. Like,
And
embrace
also
that.
make it funnier.
Fun. Just make it fun. Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent
Although
movie.
I did like
Loved
Shazam,
it.
actually. Shazam was pretty good.
Didn't watch it, but
It's
someday.
pretty good.
Dolby Vision is now available on the Xbox Series X and S.
Thank God. I'm so
And
happy about this.
so Dolby Vision enabled TVs with Xbox Series X and S will just get better visuals
This
in
is
hundreds
gr-
of games.
This is great for video games. However, there's not that many video games currently that take advantage of Dolby Vision. What it is great for is that the Xbox Series X is a 4K Blu-ray player, which is absolutely will take every micropixel of juice out of Dolby Vision. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So that's another upgrade to the Xbox Series, the new ones. Potion Craft, my very loved game that I adored the demo of, is now out in early access on Steam. I actually should look at the ratings on that.
It was
'cause it's
doing
been
pretty
long
well.
enough now.
I think it was a top seller.
It's a spectacularly good game that has no right to be a good game. It is a potion it's an alchemist simulator, but it is fucking amazing. And you will lose your life to that game, which does not seem like it should be the case at all. It is currently sitting at 92% on Steam.
Very good.
On 2,500 reviews.
Wow.
So yeah, you should go play that game. It's not very expensive. I think it's like 20. No, it's only $17 Canadian, so it's like 14 US, something like that. Go buy that game. It's really good. And then I wanted to make Jake cry, so I'm going to talk about The Last of Us 2 covers and rarities EP.
This is only like a small fraction of the Last of Us things that happened.
Yes, I know, but I thought this was probably one of the coolest.
Okay, I've spent some money.
I'm sure you have.
Did you buy the strap?
Of course I did.
Yes, he did.
Who are you talking to?
What are you talking? Yeah.
They know exactly how to hook you in.
Yeah. Look, we want more money
Alright,
from Jake.
alright,
Here we go.
All right. Listen. Even here, no, it's in its case. It was right here. I usually keep it like right here. So Friday was the Last of Us day. It's I think it depends on when it lands, but it's either Outbreak Day or it's Joel's birthday, which are a few days apart. But whatever they end up deciding, that's how they decide it. What The Last of Us Day is. They put out a bunch of new merch. One of those being a beautifully made tailor custom leather guitar strap for the guitar that they made last year, which I own. So naturally, I was literally going to get a custom strap made at some point, and now I don't have to. So thanks.
Perfect.
There's like guitar picks, but I lose all my guitar picks, so I'm not gonna spend extra money on guitar picks when I buy them in bulk. Thank you, Trevor.
I still have somewhere the guitar pick that I used when I played with Green Day, somewhere around here.
Nice. And then the Covers and Rarities album that Eric mentioned, they put on a special vinyl, which I also purchased. So,
Of course.
They have a beautiful color vinyl record that they made.
That's the one I
It
bought.
is gorgeous. Also, if anybody here who doesn't have a turntable, they also released that entire album the same day on all streaming platforms. So if you just want to go listen to it,
Nice.
it is out. It is called The Last of Us 2 Covers and Rarities E EP.
listen to Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson serenade you, and it's truly wonderful.
It's pretty good.
Is Future Days on there?
Yep.
It has to be.
Yep. It's the first
Okay.
track.
Okay, good.
The tracks are it's an EP, so there's 5 tracks. It is Future Days by Troy Baker, True Faith by Ashley Johnson and Chris Rodinella, Through the Valley by Ashley Johnson and Chris Rodinella, Take on Me, which is my
Hell
favorite,
yeah. Oh,
by Ashley Johnson and Chris
scene is-
Rodinella.
I've said it a million times. That scene is completely optional. You do not have to go into that music shop at all.
It is not optional. You better go to the fucking music shop, people.
It is mandatory by us pressuring
Yeah,
you to go to the music shop. But yeah.
And the last track is Wayfaring Stranger by Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker.
Yep. All absolutely great choices. Yeah.
All right, I want to move us on to the next segment because that's the end of the
Free
news.
shit.
Segment. Get your free shit. The Escapists is free right now on Epic Games Store, and Siberia 1 and 2 are free on Steam till tomorrow.
If anybody wants some 17-year-old and 19-year-old games.
Yeah. And next week on EGS is Europa Universalis 4 is free.
Amazing game.
2064 read-only memories is free today only.
Where is that on?
If you go to the Epic Game Store under the free game section, click View More.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Didn't know about that.
That is free today, September 28th. Only.
Interesting. 2064 read-only memories. Free now.
I've heard about read-only memories before.
All right.
I've heard it's quite good. So,
Cool.
there you go.
It's free.
Free
I'll
game.
take it. You should always take free games, unless they're given to you by a guy in a white van.
I have an astonishing number of games in Epic Game Store, and I've paid for like 6 of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
Out of like the 200 games I have on there.
Yep.
That's not true. I paid for Airborne Kingdom. I paid for Borderlands 3. I paid for Eastward. I paid for Death Trash. Paid for Control. Yeah. Kina. All of the Kingdom Hearts games. I probably have like 20, 25.
All right. It is time for our last segment of the night. This segment not sponsored by Game Pass, though it should be. This is known as the Shilgment.
The Shilgment.
The Shilgment.
Shilgment.
The Shilgment.
Yes.
Yes. This week's additions to Game Pass, I think it's Thursday. The Marvel's Avengers game is being added to Game Pass PC. All of the stuff in it, which is great. And then on October 1st, Friday, Phoenix Point is being added to Game Pass. Which
What
is...
Phoenix Point is.
it's the XCOM like.
Right. Right. Okay.
And then like 2 weeks after that, Back for Blood comes out on.
That's in the next...
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
The first episode of October. Yeah.
The two games that came out also very recently, like within the last couple days, are Sable and Lemnis Gate.
Yep.
Both of those I want to play.
Well, Sable, Lemnis Gate, Subnautica Below Zero was added as well.
Yeah, Lemnis Gate is made by Frontier.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Why does it not have any reviews? The game's out. It's weird.
Lemnis
I don't know.
Gate? It's a
Oh, it came
multiplayer
out-
game.
Oh, they're just like we're not.
It
gonna
came
buy
out today, I think.
also
So,
as of
they might
right
be waiting.
on Game Pass. It did, yeah.
as of right now, the October Game Pass games are looking like Phoenix Point, Back for Blood, Rift Breaker, which was really fun when we played it years ago? ? The Good Life, Age of Empires 4, AOE 4, and Bassmaster Fishing 2022.
Oh,
Cool.
I played Age of Empires
Oh, really?
like last week. I forgot. I played a single game. I was very bad, and then when I wanted to go back to it, the alpha ended, or it was a stress test. What it was. It's very good. It is Age of Empires. You
Is it
like
good?
Age of Empires?
That's good.
They made another one.
Are the animations better? Because they
Yes.
were brutal in some of the trailers.
They're pretty good.
Okay, that's good.
At
I'm
least
looking
from
forward
what
to
I
it.
saw. Shout out to my friend Grace Smith. She works as a historical writer at Age of Empires.
I'm actually really
Awesome.
looking forward to some of the segments that they've done where they like explain the historical significance of things and
They put one
how
out.
Trebuchet.
That's their
Yeah,
job,
I
is
know.
to write those.
It's really cool. I'm glad they did that. Anyway, we have now reached the end of the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and giving us a listen.
I will not be here next week because I will be dying slowly.
And I will be
yeah, no show
hugging
next week.
I will be hugging a moose.
The next
No.
time you see someone from
It'll be
Relay
October 9th.
will be Citizen Con.
Come back here
Ooh.
October 9th. Watch me.
And you'll see a whole lot of David and hopefully me.
Yes.
And hopefully Shiver for a little bit as well when he's
Shiver,
not,
you should pop
asleep.
on for a little bit.
But,
It's gonna be like there's a lot of panels. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a long day.
also,
You could probably sleep. You would miss a lot, but you could probably sleep and come back to the end. End cap the stream with Shiver.
I'll also say keep an eye out on the Table of Horrors because I know Shiver has like 9,000 shows coming up this month. Go watch some. It's nuts. Shiver, you're nuts. I don't understand how you are doing it. But yeah, thank you everyone for pretty much, yeah. Thank you everyone for coming out and watching, and we'll see you in like a week and a
Week
bit.
and a half.
Week and a half, yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It'll be fun.
Citizen
And
Con's
then you'll
gonna be
see
good.
a lot of us. Well, most specifically David.
Yes.